Alright, let's see if we can hit something off of here. Flame of Anor. 14. Very nice. We will 5 damage to target creature. We'll draw a card. Pay 1. We'll flicker the Gandalf. Copy the Flame of Anor. This is just nuts, dude. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Gnome here, and today we're checking out Gandalf the Grey. You guys know what it is, my favorite color pair. Sometimes it can get a little solitaire, but that's the name of the game. You have to keep flickering Gandalf so you actually don't put Gandalf on top of your library. And you can do that with things like Thassa Deep Dwelling. Displacer Kitten is absolutely insane in this deck. Once you get this out and you can have it stick, it's just going to be game almost sometimes. But the shenanigans you can do with Displacer Kitten in this deck is just crazy. Blur, we can flicker our commander with this, Planar Incision, and Essence Flux. All those cards are going to let us flicker Gandalf so that we actually don't get to put him on top of our library. And earlier when I was saying Displacer Kitten is crazy with this deck, it's because whenever we cast an instant or sorcery spell, or a non-creature spell at that, we get to flicker something on our board. It's a non-land permanent, and why would they put that on the card? I do not understand. But we get to flicker Gandalf. It comes back as a new card essentially, so all those modes that has been chosen, you can just choose them again. That's why you just want to keep flickering Gandalf, because at that point when we keep flickering the Gandalf with the kitten, we can just keep copying every single instant or sorcery spell that we play, and you'll see that in some of the games. But this deck was really tough to make, and I was trying to find a good balance between control, removal, and just fun spells to play. You'll see a lot of the broken stuff is going to be just from copying Time Warp. It's usually what helps the deck win. So a lot of the times we're looking for something like Time Warp, Displacer Kitten, Thassa, Fiery Inscription, one of the new Lord of the Ring cards, because this is a gutter snipe on an enchantment, and something like Wizard Spellbook or Arcane Bombardment. Those cards are going to help us win the game as well. So this is all in all a control deck, and it can get pretty annoying if you're going up against it. So I'm sorry if you see this in the queue. This is my kind of deck, and my kind of matchups are control matchups where you and the opponent are just going at it with control magic, and you'll see that in the Sauron game. All in all, this deck is a lot of fun, and it's not the most powerful Izzet commander, and it is a challenge to end up trying to figure out how you're going to flicker the Gandalf, or you might just put him on top of your library, and that just might be what you have to do sometimes. So another cool thing about the Gandalf is that you can play like a burn strategy when he deals 3 damage to each opponent whenever we cast an instant or sorcery spell, or we can tap or untap target permanent when we cast an instant or sorcery spell. So we don't always need to copy whatever we're playing. If we play a counter spell, we can always just try to untap a permanent, like untap a land to help us out, or deal 3 damage to kind of burn our opponent and get him down even more. But this deck is a lot of fun and it has a lot of potential to be even better than this. But that's about it. If you guys like the deck, if you guys like the channel, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and thank you for all the guys that stayed in the game. I don't know these guys personally, but I commend them for staying in the game and letting me show off the deck and not conceding early. Also, if you guys want to just chat it up with me, hit my Discord down below. Without further ado, let's get right into it and let's see how the deck does, shall we? Man, we're playing all types of different styles of decks with this Gandalf. We go first. We're up against Winota. Scary, scary Winota. We do have the invasion of Karsus, so that's going to be good for us. I hope that we can get there before Winota starts hitting the field. At least this is the nerfed Winota, which is good. The old Winota was just way too powerful. It amazes me they even printed that card. So we have the Stone Rain. We could Stone Rain them now. Although I would like to Galvanic Iteration the Stone Rain. Just for funnies. But I think we take it out now. Take out the red source, I guess. Lightning Bolt. No sweat off my back. That just holds you off of Winota for a little bit longer. You see this guy's username? Don't know if I can say that. Alright, we could play Gandalf. They might have a removal spell for it though. Let's just play Thassa. Kind of set ourselves up. I don't want to play Gandalf with no mana to play Essence Flux, because then it feels bad whenever we can't protect the Gandalf. Hopefully we draw a land here, that way we can protect it. Tori Diadvinat, Fury Rider. When it attacks, all other attacking creatures get +1/+1 to their turn. Other red attacking creatures you control get trample and untap each other white attacking creature you control. That's pretty good. This might be a tad too early, but let's do this now. And we'll go from there. We just need one more land drop. Please, Arena, don't fail us. Don't fail us now. It seems I was a bit too premature in that board wipe there. Alright, Op, do your thing. There it is. There's the land. Okay, now let's play this mountain. We can play the Gandalf. That's a human. This is a Phyrexian, so they'll get the Winota trigger off of the Skrill when they attack. Let's just play the Gandalf, and we'll go from there. You can protect it with the Essence Flux. I doubt they have 2 removal spells in hand, because their deck's all about attacking with something. Oh Lord, look at this. Look at this board state. I might have been a tad premature there with the invasion of Karsus. Well, he made it so I can't block. Thanks for that, friend. We will block the token. Now, I'm not going to Essence Flux. Ooh, nice. We're about to take 3 extra turns. Let's see if our opponent will actually let us. I hope they don't quit. And even then, we still might not be able to win with those 3 extra turns. Copy the Galvanic Iteration. And we play Time Warp. We'll deal 3 damage to him. We'll take some extra turns. And that's what you love to see. I'm gonna flicker the Gandalf so we get a fresh Gandalf with no abilities chosen. So we can copy pretty much anything we want to now. This will be 5, x equals 5, so we'll copy this. Just to kind of get what we need. Wash away for the Winota, that's great. Okay, oh, we got the Lightning Bolt too, so let's bolt the Skrill. Deal 3 damage. No attacks. Flicker the Gandalf. These are all humans too, so they won't get a Winota trigger, which is great for us. We're gonna discard the... Let's discard those 3 cards. Burn down the house. I could do that. Let's key to the archive. Burn down the house might actually be our win con here. Could claim the firstborn. Let's get rid of Big Score. And Heated debate won't do anything. Let's create a treasure. Deal 2 damage. Yeah, let's do it. We'll copy it. We'll make 2 treasures off of this. Do a lot of damage to them. And then I'm gonna pass a turn. I think we'll be able to... win here. Flicker the Gandalf, go to the next turn. And now I think once they see what we have set up for them, I think they'll realize that we win here. If our opponent decides to not rope us, land perfect. Alright, so let's Galvanic Iteration. I'm gonna copy that. Come on, opponent. Do they have Mana Tithe? We're gonna burn down the house, but we're not gonna destroy everything. We're gonna make the devils. Gives us 9 devils. We're gonna do 3 damage to them. Give us 9 devils. We'll play Claim the Firstborn. We're gonna untap the Key to the Archive. And yeah, I think that is game. With 3 extra turns, I hope we would be able to close out that game. Oh, is it at its finest? GG's. As long as we keep hitting our land drops, we're good. We have the disallow now, which is actually really great. So we're just gonna pass a turn again. We are in no hurry. Gilded Lotus. Okay. We could just bounce that back to their hand if they decide to pass. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And then we can flash in the Brazen Borrower. Unless they counter it. They are playing a control shell with the counterspell there. They have counterspell magic here too, so could be in for a counterspell battle. Let's play Gandalf. If he counters this, I think I'd let it go through. Yeah, you know what? I'm okay with that. Oh, unless we play 3. If I pay 3 and then he plays another removal spell, I'm okay with that, because I was going to let it die anyway. So if he spends another card to remove Gandalf, I'm fine with that. So he has, if he plays Sauron, he still has 4 mana available. He removes Gandalf, which I'm okay with, because he wasted the reject. We didn't waste any of our counter spells. Chandra. Well, we can't can't do much about Chandra right now. But let's play the Wizard Spellbook since they're tapped out. Let's choose the Vraska's Contempt. Let's see if we can play this. We hit a 12. Yeah, I think we'll get rid of the old Chandra there. That was really lucky. Very lucky that we were able to hit that 12. You don't see a lot of Wizard Spellbook, but I thought this deck would be really fun to run it. And this is what control matchups are like. Just really slow, heavy games. Not really too worried about the Chandra's emblem. Ooh, if we had something to play off of the Brawl's expertise, this would be perfect. I think I'm gonna spin the Wizard Spellbook here. And let's see if we can let's hit Expressive Iteration. That's really cheap if we do roll a 1 through 9. And I'm okay with paying the 2 mana off of that. We haven't hit our land drops either, so this kind of helps. Ooh. Displacer Kitten. I'll put that in hand. Immolating Gyre. Put that back in the library. Put this in the exile. We can actually do this. We destroy the... I can actually counter the triggered ability off the Midnight Clock with the Disallow if we really need to. So we'll just destroy the Gilded Lotus. It's giving them a lot of mana. I'm okay with that. We're still at 6 cards. Censor? I could have disallowed that. That would have been so funny. And they would have drawn nothing. So they could just activate their Hall of the Storm Giants. Which I thought that's what they would do anyway. Let's Swan Song that. We don't want them to get more card advantage. You can have a bird though. They're really playing this Sauron as a control shell. Liliana counterspells. Now if they counter our Invasion of Karsus, we just miscast whatever they use to counter it. So let's play Invasion of Karsus now. This hits both of these. They do draw a card off the Solemn. And I could disallow that, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna wait till they play out their hand. We got the Wizard Spellbook. Let's see if we can use their Behold Multiverse. 10. I sure will pay 1 for that. Two lands? You know what? I'll actually take that. Been missing my land drops lately. And we shall pass. What are you gonna do? They still have the mana, like plenty of mana to play the Hall of the Storm Giants. Sauron. Do we have a counterspell in the graveyard that we can use for that? No. But we do have Brazen Borrower. Sacrifice a legendary artifact or legendary creature. We don't have either. So we can't even target the Sauron. That is a bit of an issue. Alright, we'll let that go through. I guess they're tired of playing the control matchup here. Could try to play Gandalf and try to live to protect it. Could Brawl's Expertise. We have plenty of plays here. What do we do? I think we do this. I think we Brawl's Expertise. And we can't target this. So that's too sad. Do you have a counterspell? No counterspell. Alright, let's play the Displacer Kitten. And then we'll Wizard Spellbook. We can only activate the spellbook at sorcery speed. So there's the other thing about that too. Let's just bolt. I think I do want to hit the Time Warp before our graveyard gets exiled here. So I will pay 1. I don't want to do that. Could flicker the spellbook. But then that would get rid of the cards exiled underneath it. So now all we have to worry about is the Sauron, and I'm thinking about actually playing the Snapcaster Mage. Ooh. I'm gonna disallow that. Yep, I'm gonna disallow that. Don't want that to resolve. Shadow Spear. Oh, that's life gain right there for them. Oh, now we can't even flicker in the Snapcaster Mage. Oh, that's 8 damage to us. I wonder if I should have played the Swan Song. I should have flickered the Snapcaster Mage in and then flickered the Swan Song in there. Not flickered it in, but played it from the graveyard with the Snapcaster Mage. Alright, let's do this. Let's play Gandalf. And let's hit the... We could hit Brawl's Expertise. Let's hit the Time Warp. Hopefully we... Ooh, we hit a 20! Oh my gosh. I've never hit a 20 with this card. Oh, baby. This is gonna be sweet. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is crazy. Copy target instant or sorcery spell. Let's copy the Time Warp. We'll flicker this. 3 damage to each opponent. Flicker this. Untap target permanent. We'll untap the spellbook, I guess. Put Gandalf on top. Flicker it. Oh, can we do we flicker the Gandalf before the last ability goes off? Oh, okay, it does. Woo. Untap the spellbook. Copy the Time Warp. We take extra turns. Put the spell window in our hand. Kaza in the library. Fire Inscription. Now we draw some cards. Ooh, I'll keep that Disdainful Stroke. Got all this good stuff here. Then we'll Fire Inscription, and that's gonna be sick for us. Ring Tempshi, we'll put it on the Kitten. And just for fun, Okay, no, never mind. I was gonna say just for fun, I was gonna do more spellbook shenanigans, but we got a whole other 2 turns to go. Alright, let's see if we can hit something off of here. Flame of Anor. 14. Very nice. We will 5 damage to target creature. We'll draw a card. Pay 1. We'll flicker the Gandalf. Copy the Flame of Anor. This is just nuts, dude. This is just absolutely insane what we're able to do here. Then we're gonna practical research. Flicker the Gandalf. Copy the practical research. I don't need to click that. Oh, we have the 1 ring. We'll get rid of the miscast. Don't think we'll be needing it. This is why people don't let Izzet Commander stick around. Because it gets crazy. We're going to play the 1 ring. This is just absolutely nuts, dude. So we lose one life from the ring, 1 life from the Chandra emblem. And we're going to lightning strike. We're going to copy it. I'm going to copy the lightning strike. Oh shit, did I? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I just might have messed up here. I think I messed up. Whoops. Oh, I did mess up. No. I meant to flicker the Gandalf and target the lightning strike. Whoops. That's my bad. That it's gonna ruin some of our shenanigans we were trying to do there. We have the Mizzix Mastery. Let's see what we can do with this in our Wizard Spellbook. Yeah, that sucks. I did not mean to do that. I meant to target it with the lightning strike. We gotta make this count. Oh no. Can't even. Yeah, that screwed us up bad. That screwed us up bad, man. Trying to do it fast, you end up misclicking. Yeah, that kind of screwed us up. I need a way to flicker the Gandalf. I need a way to get rid of this too. If we do this, I think we'll have enough mana to. I think we'll have enough mana to get the Brawl's expertise off of this. We'll throw back the 1 ring so it doesn't do damage to us. Untap the Wizard Spellbook. And we'll play the 1 ring. Gives us protection. And we did all that. And we still can't. We still couldn't win. I I would have won if I would have kept the kitten on there in the field, but that's what happens when you end up trying to click too fast. You start making those little mistakes there. Surprised our opponent stayed in the game for that. That was a long, long turn. Midnight Clock. Shadow Spear. And we can block with the Thassa to negate some damage from the Shadow Spear, which is a great thing. I think we're going to do this, though. Throw back the Shadow Spear and then block with the Thassa. That might actually end the game. That might make them concede. Oh, makes them lose Hexproof. Indestructible and Hexproof. That's a hard bargain there. We're gonna take it. They can replay Sauron, of course. Alright, let's draw some cards with the ring. Or a card. Lose 2 life. We do have to be very mindful of that. Tome of the Infinite. Wizard Spellbook. Our graveyard. We really need something. You gotta draw some more cards. That's fine, even if we're gonna copy the practical research anyway. He's holding up priority because he has the 1 mana to pay for the 1 mana ability on the Shadow Spear. Let's get rid of the negate. They're probably just doing something else, not even paying attention. I'll decline. Throw back these 2 in the graveyard. Let's play Chandra. We will... Might be able to win here. Pay 4. Deal 4 damage to this, 4 damage to this. 4 damage to their face, 4 damage to the battle. And we're going to play... We have just enough mana to play... like, Electrolyze. Yeah, and that's gonna get copied. We deal 3 damage to them. And yep, I think that's gonna do it. That was a hard fought game. Hard fought game. And I would have been over maybe if I had still had the kit now. I'd misclick, but oh man. Is it deck for the win? It sucks that it's like this, but how it has to be, man. GG's. Alright, we're up against Narset and Light and Exile. Could be a tough matchup for us. We have some pretty good cards in hand though, so I think we'll keep this. You could take Narset in a lot of different ways. With the creatures, with prowess. You can do like big spells with Narset. You can do creature heavy and just play small spells. I kind of did it that way where I just play a bunch of small spells. And it usually ends up working out. We're gonna throw away this fiery prophecy. What did I call it? That fire prophecy? I said fiery prophecy because I'm looking at the fiery inscription. So we're gonna play the chromatic lantern here, kind of give us a little mana boost. Unless our opponent decides to counter this. Which that could be one way to play Narset, is counterspell tribal. Well, they do counter it, and we get no mana. That's okay. Let's play our island there, and let's... What do we want to do? Do I play Thassa? I think I play Thassa. If it gets countered, then oh well. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't hurt that it gets countered. It's pretty important to the game plan because we never want to put Gandalf on top of our library, but if we have to, it's not the end of the world if we do. Prismari command. So they'll make a treasure, they'll kind of ramp themselves. Give themselves some card selection. Not bad. I think we need to hold up mana for miscast though. If we draw our 2 lands for our next 2 turns, if we draw lands, we can play Gandalf and we'll have 1 mana to play the miscast if they try to get rid of Gandalf. I don't see them playing Narset here. It would be a waste. Because we just have this, we just blow up Narset. They might feel safe because they might have a counterspell. No, we didn't draw land. That kind of sucks. But we just do this. We have the miscast if they play a Swan Song or something. But Narset is so key to a deck like this. It's just, once you blow up Narset, it's really takes them off their game plan. Because Narset is the engine of pretty much everything the deck wants to do. You want your creatures to be on the field because your creatures have prowess with Narset on the field, and then you can play spells from your graveyard. Or from a graveyard, actually. So it's just really solid. Like, it's really powerful, and that's why you don't let it sit around on the field too long, because it will end you if you do. So that's why I'm not really worried about Narset coming down at 6 mana now. For one, we have the Storm's Wrath, and we have a miscast to counter like a spell that would make sure Narset stays alive. If we end up drawing a land here, we'll play Gandalf, and then we'll have it protected by the miscast. But we don't draw a land. So that kind of sucks. I don't want to play the Storm's Wrath because I haven't played Narset yet. I feel like that's going to be the key. I feel like if I play Gandalf, they're going to run it. They're going to counter it. So I think I just passed a turn. Because I already countered our Chromatic Lantern with the Make Disappear. They might not even play Narset if their board gets good enough. And they feel like they can win without playing Narset. Because playing Narset would just kind of cripple them, because then if it does get destroyed, then it costs 8 mana. But they probably don't want to play Narset into 5 mana here. Just depends on what they have, really. If they have enough mana to play Narset and leave up a counterspell, they may feel safe to play Narset into this type of mana, but... Ooh, that's pretty nasty. Alright, to save us on some life, sap this token. Oh, I should have tapped the dude with the infect. That's okay. Now they might force us to play Narset here. I mean, to play the Storm's Wrath. I still don't know if I like that play, though. If they play Narset, all they have to do is play one spell with the mana they have. This is really dangerous for us. I think we have to play Storm's Wrath. Them playing Narset next turn, even if they have a land, they can just play something for 2 mana. And they would get that ability off of Narset. So I think we have to play the Storm's Wrath. As much as I really don't want to, because that's such a waste on the creature tokens. And they just keep making more with the Skrell's Might. Pyromancer. Those elemental tokens don't have haste, but they do stay on the field, though. Oh, boy. Oh, I could have actually miscasted that. Yeah, that's probably going to be game if I don't draw a board wipe. Ooh, that's 6 damage. Yeah, I kind of misplayed that, didn't I? I should have miscasted that. Stone Rain, you're not really going to do much for me here. Yeah, I think that's going to be game. We play Gandalf, that's all we can do. I don't have a way to get rid of an enchantment like this. I guess that is the weakness of this deck. Yeah, I think that's going to be game. That's 6 damage from here, 3 from here, so that's 9 plus 12. I got a block here. So any spell after this Narset drops is GG's. I mean, it's probably GG's anyway. Oh, him giving Narset the haste actually wins the game. Oh, and I don't have the mana for Planar Incision. A bit sad. A bit sad. Oh, and I can't even block. Can't even block now. No, and everything gets prowess. Absolutely nuts. I'm not even gonna do anything. That's just game. City on Fire coming in for the win. To be honest, didn't think I would see that card in this deck. Our opponent goes first. We're up against Titania, Voice of Gaia. Mono green. And even though we don't have a red, no, we can't keep this. It's too risky. Take the free mull. Well, God, we can't keep this either. We hit our land drop. We got the Chromatic Lantern, but them playing green doesn't make me even feel safe with having this on the field. So I guess it has to be Mulligan. All right, Arena. You're killing me here. Yeah, this is bad. Okay, we gotta keep this. Let's throw that back, and let's throw a land back. Actually, we'll throw the Gyre back. Emulating Gyre, we're not good. That's like in-game stuff. We use that. Jeez, starting out with 5 cards feels so bad. Internet. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, my internet bugged out a little bit, so now everything is... All my lands are still blue, like it's my turn. Haywire might see. See why I didn't like to keep that hand. The first hand. Blowing up artifacts is Green's job, man. Nyx Lotus, Lord. Feels good to play that on turn 3, I can tell you that much. We don't have anything to do. We could Raven Form, but I feel like that's a waste. Titania. Okay. Titania is really weird, man. There's not a lot of good cards that put the lands into your graveyard. So you really have to try really hard to put those lands in your graveyard. It's actually pretty crazy. We could blow up the Nyx Lotus with the Raven form, or we could blow up Titania. Which do I feel would be better? Probably the Nyx Lotus. But there's no way of telling, really. Guess I gotta blow up the Nyx Lotus. It gives them too much mana. I feel like that's the right call. I'm not too worried about Titania. Them getting a lot of mana, getting way ahead of me, is really what I'm worried about. Because I have 2 big spells in my hand. So, getting rid of Titania isn't really priority right now because she's not the backside yet. And it might be a minute before she gets to the backside. Especially if they're playing things like Roots of Wisdom. You return a land card or elf card from your graveyard to your hand. You mill 3 cards. Like, that's not how you get Titania's trigger off. They also have to get the land. So they have to actually find that land that they have. And opponent kinda is roping us, maybe? I might be mad that we're getting rid of Nyx Lotus. I'm giving you a bird. Isn't that what you want? Well. Alright. Goodbye to your Nyx Lotus. They might have like Heroic Intervention or something to play. 4, 5, 6. 6 of damage. Assuming they don't tap out with Elvish Mystic. It does feel bad when something like Nyx Lotus gets blown up, just because you feel powerful when you have all these green cards on the field. And then you're like, man, I'm getting all this mana from the Nyx Lotus. But it is what it is. I think we can actually play Gandalf here, and we don't have to worry about getting removed, depending on what they play here. If they have like Kogla or something, then we'd just be screwed, but if we can play Gandalf, then play Time Warp. See, them playing stuff like this where they play lands from the graveyard, they're never gonna get to that 4 lands in their graveyard. So let's play Target creature fights target creature you don't control. Well, nothing can kill me by fighting it, so I'm okay with that. Play Gandalf. I hope they don't draw something to fight Gandalf. And if they do, then that's just how it is. Ooh. Great Henge is good. I'm not gonna block. Just because I feel like they might have a fight spell that can target Gandalf really easily. So let's play Time Warp. We're gonna take some extra turns. They might concede with this, but it is what it is. This will help us stabilize a little. Let's swing. We're gonna double block. Oh, they get rid of the Haywire Might. It's good for me. So when I draw something like the Ring, and it exiles too, so it could have gotten rid of this. But we're at 11 life. I don't even know if I want to play that. Let's see here. We could do Chandra. Because we do have another turn. So yeah, so let's actually blow up this, blow up the... So I'll blow up the flyer.
You're toast.
Wow. Okay. I'm glad that makes you feel good for doing that. Let's do this. Let's big score. I think I'm gonna get rid of the Ring just because we're low on life. We'll do 3 damage to opponent. Ooh, wash away. Alright, we get our land drops. It's always nice. We got the Essence Flux. So that's good. I got the Tome of the Infinite. And I'm essentially gonna play the Essence Flux. But I'm gonna do it at instant speed. Ooh, almost got scared. Almost didn't think it was an instant. Thought it was a sorcery for a second. Sometimes I get mixed up on some of these cards. Ooh. I'm gonna wash away that. But if I wash away that, then I'm gonna do this. It's Essence Flux first. Untap target permanent. Let's untap the blue source.
I'm ending this fight.
And then we're going to wash away. We'll tap down the Perennial Behemoth. Don't want them having, you know, good cards. Alright, it's +2. Let's behold the multiverse. Behold the multiverse. Behold the multiverse. First. We copy that 3 times because it's Chandra. I'll take both of those. We could flicker the Gandalf with the blur. Brawl. Ooh, I'll take both of those. That's amazing. Ew. I'll throw the iteration on the bottom. We'll keep the wizard spellbook on top. And then I shall play. Let's actually just get something from the tome. Giant growth. Okay. We're gonna swing. We got counter magic, we got the stuff to do. We're gonna play the giant growth. Oh, that does pose a problem. So now if we blur, let's get rid of the Sulfur Falls. So now if we play any instant or sorcery spell, we're gonna have to put Gandalf on top of our library. Because I forgot that we had did all that. Zapondrel. I'm gonna have to disallow that. Ooh, opponent did not like that. That's what this deck is, man. Control and conquer, baby. It is a shame, but that's what we have to do to get rid of cards like this, to fight against cards like this. We can't kill this with a regular burn spell. We could if we had Gandalf on the field and maybe Chandra on the field to copy a burn spell. But to counter things like Zapondrel, you have to put counter spells in the deck. And I know people are gonna say that's boring, and but that's how it is, man. So, GG's.